Point 11. Are there other aspects of the business, somewhat peculiar to the industry involved, which will give the investor important clues as to how outstanding the company may be in relation to its competition? By definition, this is somewhat of a catch-all point of inquiry. This is because matters of this sort are bound to differ considerably from each other. Those which are of great importance in some lines of business can, at times, be of little or no importance in others. For example, in most important operations involving retailing, the degree of skill a company has in handling real estate matters, the quality of its leases, for instance, is of great significance. In many other lines of business, a high degree of skill in this field is less important. Similarly, the relative skill with which a company handles its credits is of great significance to some companies, of minor or no importance to others. For both these matters, our old friend, the scuttlebutt method, will usually furnish the investor with a pretty clear picture. Frequently, his conclusions can be checked against mathematical ratios such as comparative leasing costs per dollar of sales or ratio of credit loss if the point is of sufficient importance to warrant careful study. In a number of lines of business, total insurance costs mount to an important percent of the sales dollar. At times, this can matter enough so that a company with, say, a 35% lower overall insurance cost than a competitor of the same size will have a broader margin of profit. In those industries where insurance is a big enough factor to affect earnings, a study of these ratios and a discussion of them with informed insurance people can be unusually rewarding to the investor. It gives a supplemental but indicative check as to how outstanding a particular management may be. This is because these lower insurance costs do not come solely from a greater skill in handling insurance in the same way, for example, as skill in handling real estate results in lower than average leasing costs. Rather, they are largely the reflection of overall skill in handling people, inventory, and fixed property so as to reduce the overall amount of accident, damage, and waste, and thereby make these lower costs possible. An index of insurance costs in relation to the coverage obtained points out clearly which companies in a given field are well run. Patents are another matter having varying significance from company to company. For large companies, a strong patent position is usually a point of additional rather than basic strength. It usually blocks off certain subdivisions of the company's activities from the intense competition that might otherwise prevail. This normally enables these segments of the company's product lines to enjoy wider profit margins than would otherwise occur. This, in turn, tends to broaden the average of the entire line. Similarly, strong patent positions may at times give a company exclusive rights to the easiest or cheapest way of making a particular product. Competitors must go a longer way round to get to the same place, thereby giving the patent owner a tangible competitive advantage, although frequently a small one.